That's a good idea, Mr. Neese. We should be able to do that.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Thomas.
hey, what's up, John? Friday.
Yeah, we're here for the JS report.
Who is we?
I brought a special guest.
Special guest.
Yeah, his name is Hunter Goodman, part of the Rockies organization.
Hunter Goodman, wow.
What's up?
Man.
What's up? How you
Former
doing?
Arlington Tiger, man.
Yeah.
It's an honor to have you, man.
Thank
Great.
you. Yeah.
Man, just head on to the back. So
All right.
we'll be back there in a sec.
Oh, wait, there's one more.
There's one more guest.
Yeah, as you see, I have a Kansas City Royal t-shirt on.
So what that mean?
He's loyal to the community.
What are you talking about?
Jonathan Bowlan's coming in.
Whoa, so we're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Go head to the back, Jonathan. It's so great to see you again. It's so great to see you again. Go ahead to the back. Wow. Wow.
Hey, Thomas, why were y'all bowing?
Well, it's not because he's a Kansas City Royal. He's royalty to us because he was our first ever West 10 Media Male Athlete of the Year.
All right, my first take this week, I got 2 interviews. Jonathan Bowlan, part of the Kansas City Royal organization. Hunter Goodman, part of the Rockies organization for the Colorado Rockies. Guys, welcome to the JS report this week.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
First of all, Jonathan, my first take will be talk about your playing days in high school regarding from the Arlington days to the Bartlett playing days as well.
I mean, it was a blast back in the day, you know. But I just loved going out and competing the best I could and just giving it my all, kept things simple, and that's basically what it was. I mean, back then I didn't really overthink things. I would just go and play, and I feel like I still kind of take that approach to certain situations.
Fans, he was a 3-sport athlete for the Panthers where he played baseball, basketball, and a little bit of football action also. So, Hunter, talk about your Arlington playing days against, Bartlett and other schools in the area as well.
I mean, we had our good years and bad years against Bartlett, but overall, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed high school sports. I feel like you look back on it now, and it was more about having fun than. I mean, coaches and stuff care about the wins and stuff, but like high school sports, like for a lot of my buddies, it was the last time they played sports. So like,
absolutely,
it was great to enjoy it with those guys. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed them a lot.
He was a 2-sport athlete at Arlington. He was a football player and a baseball player. So he played a little bit of receiver and played a little bit of defense as well back in the Arlington football playing days as well. So real quick, Bowlan, talk about how. Was it Coach Hart? Some of your coaching?
Yeah, I mean, there was
and then Stu,
Coach
right?
Stu.
Okay, yeah. Talk about a little bit of Coach Stewart, like his impact, what he kind of for your life in general.
Coach Stu, I mean, he helped me a lot, simplify things into a situation, and just continue to work each and every day. And I mean, I still talk to Coach Stu now, and he's impacted me beyond measures to get me to where I am today. And always look to him if I have any questions, and we always help each other the best we could.
And Coach or Hunter Goodman, talk about Coach Chris Ring.
Coach Ring is great. I like Coach Ring a lot. He helped me with some things and helped me become a better person. He was a great coach to me, and I really enjoyed playing for him. I know some guys haven't in the past, but I think it just comes down to what you can take and what you can't take. So, but I thought he was a great coach, and I thought I learned a lot from him.
All right, guys, real quick. Favorite memory as a 2-sport or 3-sport athlete, and favorite game that you participated in.
Goodness.
Hunter, you can go first if you want.
My favorite game was we played Cordova in football, and it was when we had Kenny Walker running back, and then they had they had, what's his name?
Jeremy Banks.
Yeah, and it was basically just them two going at it. That was basically the whole game. It was like, I think the game was like, it was like 56-48 or something, but Kenny had like 4 touchdowns and Banks had like 4 touchdowns. It was the craziest game I've ever been a part of.
Were you part of that 72-63 game?
Me too.
Cordova?
Yeah.
With Jeremy ran for like 8 touchdowns and
Yeah, and Kenny had like 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's the game I'm talking about, yeah.
yeah, and I want to say first of all, sorry for your loss with Devin Chandler. Also,
Yeah.
I know you hit it pretty hard and whatnot because
Yeah, I played
just the person around him. What can fans know about Devin Chandler that nobody knows about?
I mean, for me, I knew him he was a sophomore when I was a senior, so I got to play with him for 1 year. He's one of the goofiest kids I've met, that's for sure.
Always smiling.
He was a clown. He was always happy, that's for sure.
Bowlan, your favorite memory?
Jeez, I have a few, but one that really comes to my head is when Bartlett and Bolton would go at it in basketball. That's when they had a little squad, and then it was at Bolton, and we just continued to just fight, to the end. And then also our games against Arlington, we're different, especially whenever went to do a different school my senior year.
Right.
They were all over me, but I loved every bit of it, loved the energy. But I'd have to say the best rival I was a part of was the Bartlett High School, Bolton High School, the real BHS in basketball.
We need to bring it back, fellas. All right, that's my first take this week on the JS Report. All right, guys, my second take this week, we're going to talk about the good old University of Memphis Tigers baseball playing days. Bowlan, we'll start out with you. You played under Coach
Excuse me. God. Go right here. From one Tiger to another, class 03 Memphis.
There we go.
Yeah. Wow. We're filming my.
Oh.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Y'all don't see any of this. Hey, how's it going, Joe? Wow. Sorry. Wow, this might be worth something one day, so you never know. Yeah. I bet these guys. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy the Jets report.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, Bowlan, start out with you with Coach Rock and the Memphis Tigers.
Oh man, playing at Memphis are memories that I'll never forget. We built brotherhoods at Memphis, and playing with Coach Rock, he was such a great guy, and he really helped shape you into a man that you want to be one day. And he also taught you to compete. And I'll never forget something that he always told me was you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, and I use that to this day. Being out on the field in front of everybody. So.
Mr. Hunter Goodman.
What's up? Yeah, I played under Rock too. He's a great guy. He's a great life coach. He's pretty good baseball coach. He's a great life coach. He knows how to handle certain things, and he knows how to talk to you as a human being, not only as a player. Some coaches struggle talking to you as like just a player or something like that, but he talks to you as a human being and a person. And yeah, my Memphis days were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I grew a lot as a person. I grew a lot as a player, and I'll be forever grateful for that.
Favorite memory?
I hit 4 home runs in one day. That was pretty cool.
That is sick.
Okay, sure. Not okay.
No.
Jonathan, what about you?
My greatest memory probably was when we were at USF, and I threw a complete game and I had 18 strikeouts. I was able to share the record book with my dad, so it's
Absolutely.
cool.
Shout out to Mark Bowlan, by the way.
Yeah, the goat.
Guys, favorite road game y'all went to?
ECU for sure.
ECU is wild, isn't it? Yeah. Jeez. Favorite road game?
Swayze Field, okay.
Yeah, I know. Trying to think. I mean, ECU's popping.
Yeah, I heard your students are crazy.
But also, Arkansas was really cool. Playing at Arkansas and how many fans they brought in was unbelievable.
All right, guys, that's my take 2 this week. All right, guys, my third take this week, we're going to talk about their minor league careers up to date and from the current and the past for a second. Jonathan Bowlan, we'll start out with your Kansas City organization. You started out in 2018, so just talk about your past and now your current.
Yeah, so 2018 started. I went to Rookie Bowl in Idaho, and then after that, went to Low A, the 19, and that was in Lexington. And then halfway through the year, I got called up to High A, which was in Wilmington, Delaware. Then, and then after that, I went to Double A after the COVID year in 21, and I tore my UCL. So that put me out for a year, and we got through that. And then this past year, I played half the season. It was good to get reps in. I mean, it didn't go as I would have liked it to go, but overall, I mean, it's been a grind, but it's also been very fun because you get to see all these different places, and then you also get to build relationships with guys who are up in the big leagues now, and hopefully you all be there together. So I mean, it's been great, especially in the Royals organization. I mean.
How hard is it to recover from that type of injury?
It's definitely a challenge. I mean, you're in Arizona the whole year, and then you're out and you're watching your teammates that you came up with through each level. They're out there working their tails off, and you just want to be a part of it. And it's kind of hard watching it from the TV whenever you know what it's like to be on that team, especially a fun team. And but I continue to just take it a day at a time, control what I can control. God has a plan for me, and that's just what I'm going to continue to do from here on out, is slow things down and try not to look too far in the future.
Can you let fans know what the single A team, the double A team, and the triple A team of the Kansas City Royals are?
The teams now?
Yeah.
So now we have Rookie Bowl in Arizona. We don't have short season Rookie Bowl in Idaho anymore. And then our Low A is Columbia, the Columbia Fireflies. Our High A is Quad City River Bandits. Double A, Northwest Arkansas Naturals, and then Triple A is Omaha Storm Chasers, who came to Memphis a couple times.
Yeah.
And then you had the big guys, Kansas City Royals.
So what is your goal for 2023?
2023, I want to compete, and I want to produce to where I can have the chance of making it to the big leagues and staying in the big leagues for as long as I can. And that's my plan, and that's my goal, and I'm just going to continue to do what I can and just keep putting in the work to reach that goal.
My last question regarding the Kansas City Royals organization is, how cool is it just to see that waterfall in center field?
Oh, dude, it's wild. I mean, it's so the noise of it. It's kind of calming in a way. But so I went there during COVID, went to the alternate site, and we got to be on the field a little bit, and we had the crowd noise and everything, and it was just something special just to see the big league stadium. And when I was on the mound, I felt like that's where I belonged, and I just want to get back to that, to where I can produce for the team.
Talk about a daily process of being waiting for that phone call and see what kind of people might be calling you as a draftee.
As a draftee, I had no clue I was going to go where I went, if you want me to be honest. I mean, you're very anxious, and then once you get the call, you're like, all right, is this for real? It's a very surreal moment, I would say. And especially whenever I got drafted, I mean, I had Bo Jackson announce my name, and seeing that on the TV, it was just like, wow. I mean, this is real. Then the phone call, I mean, it's very emotional, especially when I was with my family. You get all the flashbacks of what you've done, growing up. My dad being my coach, helping me get to where I am. My mom pushing me to compete and, not let things, and always smile through the tough times. And it was just very surreal, special, and it's a night that I'll never forget.
All right, Hunter Goodman. You started out in 2021, so with your minor league career. So talk about your minor league.
So yeah, I started in got drafted in the summer of 21, and then that summer I played in Arizona for a little bit, rookie ball, and then came home for the off season. Then this year was my first. This past year was my first full season. Did spring training for the first time. Enjoyed it. That was fun. and then went to Low A, which is Fresno Grizzlies. I played there.
They used to be AAA too back in the day.
Yeah, that's our Low A. But I played there till like July 4th was my last game there. I got called up to High A Spokane Indians, and then played there for about a month and a half, and then finished the last 2 weeks of the year with the Hartford Yard Goats in Double-A.
Interesting name there.
Yeah.
What's that mascot like?
They actually have a little petting zoo behind the center field wall. Like no joke.
Nice.
They have goats out there that you can go. Because that's what my mom said that they did the first game they came to. They were out there petting goats.
That's awesome. Yeah. So who's the AAA, the Rockies?
AAA Albuquerque Isotopes.
Okay, yeah, it used to be in Colorado Springs, back in the day. So I saw an interesting stat this past year about you as well, because it turns out you finished second place, I think, in the minor leagues with home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of accurate?
Yeah, something like that.
I heard you had 36 bombs and 106 RBIs. So
Yeah.
congratulations on that milestone.
Thank you. I appreciate
When
that.
you are second place to a Redbird, he better look out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could always be worse, though. It could be,
But congratulations on that milestone, hitting 36 home runs and then 106 RBIs last year in general.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What's your goal for 2023?
I feel like one of my main goals every year is to stay healthy. I feel like that's the biggest part about, one of the biggest things about making it up to the big leagues is just trying to stay as healthy as you can. And then not try to do too much, just trust what I've been doing and the work you put in, and hopefully if it's part of God's plan, it'll all work out,
Absolutely, and that's my take 3 this week. Alright guys, my final take this week on the JS Report for West End Media. Guys, the college athletes or soon to be college athletes are going through this time right now with the NIL and transfer portals to you name it, they're going through it, What can an unsigned senior or a junior that's going through this process right now as a junior that's getting some maybe college looks and whatnot, what can y'all tell them, just going forward?
Me personally, it's just like you go somewhere where you're gonna play. You're gonna get. It doesn't matter where you go. As long as you get eyes on you, somebody's gonna reach out to you. Just go somewhere where you're gonna play, enjoy it, grow, learn, ask questions, and just continue to try and work in the direction. And then I don't really know too. I mean, I get the NIL, but I just wouldn't base it specifically off of just the money at the end of the day or whatever it is. I would go where you're going to play, you're going to have fun, you're going to build relationships, learn from it, grow, and use it to your best potential.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. Is it smart to commit right now, or should they just wait and see what else is out there?
With my recruiting process.
Like the early signing period and whatnot as well.
Yeah. So with me and my process, I signed pretty early because I knew I wanted to go to Memphis. And I knew I wanted to go there. They reached out to me. And I talked to them and also talked to Ole Miss, Mississippi State, but I felt like Memphis, it was my home. It was where I needed to go, just for my family to come watch, And so that's what, with me, and my approach was, I know where I want to go, and if I have that offer, then I'm going to take advantage of it. But, if you don't really know where you want to go, then I'd, of course, ask questions, and really figure out, visit the campus, get to know the guys who they're bringing in with you. Because with my recruiting class, we were close. We had a bunch of Memphis guys, Memphis area guys, and we were close all throughout college, and that just made the experience so much better.
All right, Hunter, what can you tell the player right now?
I would say the same thing as John. As far as playing time goes, I've had a lot of buddies that go to some bigger time colleges that I played like high school summer ball with, and I was looking up my sophomore year, and I've started every game since I've been in Memphis, and then I look at what they're doing, and they haven't played yet. They're still waiting their turn or whatnot. So I feel like that's a big deal, and even with the NIL stuff, like, I know you want to maximize like what you can get and stuff, but you're not going to get much if you're not playing at all, whether it's the big school or not. So if you're thinking about that stuff, but yeah, I mean, I think it should be based on like somewhere that you think you'll enjoy and have a great experience and get the chance to get on the field, because everybody loves to play. Nobody loves to not get the chance to play.
Is it smart for them to commit now, or should they just wait it out and see what happens?
I think it's. I think that just depends on the person, but I know that the coaches. I know like college coaches like it when you don't take your time, because they have to make decisions too, whether or not you sign.
Exactly.
They have to get another player in, or if you do sign, they don't have to worry about it anymore. But it puts a bind on them when you just like hold off on the whole thing. So.
Jonathan Bowlan, Hunter Goodman, Bartlett great, Arlington great. So anybody got any social media platforms that any player or fan can watch out and follow y'all's journey this year? Hunter?
Yeah, I mean, I have Instagram. I mean, it's at john.b.2, you know, so feel free to hit me with a follow.
Yeah.
Hunter?
I got Twitter, Hunter Goodman 35.
So yeah, if anybody wants to follow their journey this year during spring training in the spring, give these guys a look and follow their journey. That's my JS report this week.
Hey, Goody, you see this?
Yeah.
Look, he's gotten good at this. I mean, mine ain't this nice.
Yeah.
Thomas,
Hey, what's up, John?
what we got on the?
Oh yeah, that's the guy that won this passion.
Let me get that baseball back.
What?
I mean,
Yeah, like
this is a little.
Man,
Come on.
You won back in 2015.
it's been a while. I get it.
Yeah, I got better.
It's all right. It's all right.
They took my baseball. We still want to thank them for coming in, and best of luck in y'all careers. And that's gonna be worth something, but I won't have it. And y'all in the major leagues and kicking 36 home runs.
I think I should give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's all right. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you,
We'll see you
bro.
next week on the JS report.